trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto Biz with this pink stuff is. Don't tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't felt me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hold it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly, they been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in your bag, I'm about to get in it. I'm like, automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know that I can pace it. I just want to know that I can hold a conversation. Ooh.
It's a pretty frigid December day in our nation's capital. We got our space heaters on full blast up in the booth at FedEx Field. They love their football in this part of the country, and this crowd is ready to go as their guys will match up with the Carolina Panthers. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Samuel on the return. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Bridgewater now. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Greg Stroman back deep for Washington. Fielded at about the 28. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 32-yard line.
Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at about the 32. They run with Adrian Peterson, the second active leading rusher in the NFL. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
To pick up the 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They give it to Peterson.
Adrian.
They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
A gain of 2.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Switch up. 57's the mic. Watch 57.
They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. They go play action with Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. Here we go.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
To throw again on 2nd down, Bridgewater. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he'll be out right at the 35. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
Answer, 1st down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Bridgewater. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
16 yards.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. A first down throw for Bridgewater. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
That one complete to Anderson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
23 yards.
So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
That's caught. It's Thomas. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Carolina.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. First and goal from the 3. And again, it's Bridgewater. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
To Ian Thomas.
Ian Thomas, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do now. The key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
On second down, it's Peterson. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. On 3rd and 1, it's Haskins. That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Complete to Jeremy Sprinkle. No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Panthers 7, Washington 0.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
What you got, Abby? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. 57's the mark, right? 57. And let's go. 57's the mark. 57's the mark. I'm coming.
They'll indeed go for it with Haskins. And it is incomplete. Eli Apple, good to the core there as he gets in and knocks it away. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at my coach. Well, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense.
Touchdown, Carolina! Robbie Anderson, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Will take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Peterson. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Haskins throwing right, and that's complete. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. A big play there on the catch and run. 59 yards. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
57's the mic. Rock 57.
They'll run for it with Peterson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Adrian Peterson, his 11th touchdown of the year. And Washington has made this a one-score game. And it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, G. Get off the field. 556.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the gun, Bridgewater. Thomas has got it, complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Starting to rack up the yardage here in this first half. 5 catches now and a first down. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Bridgewater winds up and lets it go for Samuel. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is up to 15 now. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Takes over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They start the drive with Peterson. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Haskins to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster, 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. And the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 19-yard line.
On 2nd down, Peterson. Big hold to the 30, and all the way up to the 35-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. He'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Come on.
Looking to throw again on second down. Haskins, throw left side, complete. It's Peterson. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. You don't want none. Pick up the ball. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Don't let him breathe. Play that time.
Haskins will throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Haskins. Here's a screen to Powell. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9.
Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. I'm here all day.
From midfield now, Haskins. And Latimer's got it. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
At the 41-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 28-yard line.
Right there.
A 10th carry now for Peterson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On first down, it's Haskins. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, but it's going to be second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And it's caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Marcus Johnson in the final seconds of the first half. And Washington able to cut into that deficit. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2.
Let's see what you got. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
Final play of the half. It's Haskins. The quick slant caught. But he is not going to make it into the end zone. They stop him short, so they'll add only 6 as we come up on halftime. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams.
21.
As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
2nd and 9 at the 19-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
Peterson on the
Call
carry.
it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
I can't believe they let you play. They let you play. 57, Mike, 57. I got you.
Now on 2nd and 13. Haskins. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Now Haskins to throw it. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 15 yards the pickup. 1st down Washington. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Looking to throw, Haskins. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now a give to Peterson running left. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
To throw on 3rd down. Haskins. Open man is Quinn, able to connect. Touchdown, Washington. Trey Quinn, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And Washington able to make this a close game again.
On for the extra point.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, one-play interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. He's got a man, complete. A gain there of 30 big ones.
They came out with an aggressive mindset to start the third quarter, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them take more of these type of deep shots as this game moves along. They connected there. They expect to connect on more before this one's over.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll throw again, Bridgewater. And Thomas has it. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 23, 22 yards there, a 1st down.
1st down.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The intended receiver there, Ian Thomas, and it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And that will be incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now Bridgewater on 4th down. This is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Ian Thomas, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They try to fire up the run game with Adrian Peterson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Adrian Peterson. An 80-yard touchdown. And Washington has made this a one-score game. And the third time's a charm as he finally gets one of these to go.
The score, Panthers 28, Washington 25.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. The end result, 21 yards.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And that touchdown drive happened very, very quickly. You knew that they had the quick strike ability. They showed it.
And for a defense that understands that, it still drives them crazy when it actually happens to them. Fast and furious, there came the points.
Back now at FedEx Field, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Here's 2nd and 10. They toss it left side to Peterson. Peterson a first down and more. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Adrian Peterson. 75 yards. And Washington able to make this a close game again. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And the kick here no good, but a penalty flag is down. Looks like he got run into. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And this is caught. So they took a chance, but they are back within a single point here in the fourth.
34. Washington, 33.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this carries into the end zone.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10. at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football and a touchdown. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Montez Sweat. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
3rd down.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
This is taken at the 23. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10.
At their own 38.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Intercepted.
Another one for his trophy case. I mean, it's rare enough for a lineman to have 1 interception. He had one last week and now back-to-back weeks.
It's absolutely amazing, isn't it, watching it happen? And how about the joy that you see in him back-to-back weeks, getting interceptions? He's going to be telling the defensive backs, I'm coming your way from now on, guys.
Yeah, take it easy. Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get that complete to Hunter Bryant, the tight end. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
56.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped close to the 1st down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. 19-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 7. 1st down, Panthers.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Back to the ground on 1st, it's McCaffrey. And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Bridgewater. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on third down. Third and long for Bridgewater. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And the kick is good. He needed a little help there from the crossbar, but the carom goes his way. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that they're...
And now look at him go. The 20, 10, and he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Steven Sims, his 6th touchdown of the season. And Washington has taken the lead.
Hopkins on for the extra point.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
And nowhere to go. He only makes it to the 5.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line.
15.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Carolina.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Bridgewater. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Now he's forced out left. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
Panthers.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. That's Thomas Davis on the sack. Came in the league way back in 2005. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a two-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. Two-hand. Oh, I get it. Two-hand monster. Both hands on the football. Taking care of it. Putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it.
At the 6-yard line. Today's final.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for